Listen to me. If there was a wise man who would ever think of this, they would say in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. For I am the man himself.
What is going on? How are you guys doing? It's been quite a hot minute. Alright, just because I'm a little paranoid, I'm going to do a quick check here really quick. Let's see if I can somehow get this loaded here. It's not... Let me see here. Sorry, I didn't quite have this organized yet. Come on. Seems good. Okay. So yeah, okay, cool. We're good. Looks like the stream is good. I guess I should check more often, but again, I have my paranoias and whatnot, but whatever. But guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man, 1993. And we are here live for a very, very late past due review of AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling's cross-branded pay-per-view Forbidden Door. This is the second edition of Forbidden Door that seems like to be a tradition ongoing forward. It took place not yesterday, but the previous Sunday, June 25th, 2023. And this took place in at the Scotiabank Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now, first off, before we get started, I did mention in the live chat, I did not get to watch Money in the Bank yet. Because Saturday, for those who didn't know, the man is now a married man. It's unbelievable I can say it myself, but yes, I got married Saturday. It was obviously the best day of my life. The whole day was perfect. It was fun. I had the time of my life. And of course, I keep saying that I'm going to be hopefully not as busy starting this month. That looks to be the case. Unfortunately, the fallout from the wedding, between lots of leftovers we delivered yesterday, I had a hell of a day today trying to get. I'm working on buying a car and other stuff happening. But good news is I will be getting the car, but it's not going to come for a couple months. And I got a grill, and also it came in the mail today as one of my wedding gifts. Another one I will reveal when I do get to my Money in the Bank review after I watch Money in the Bank. My first ever wrestling video game came in the mail today as well. AEW Fight Forever. I can't wait to play this game. I already hear this game is pretty good. And if I can ever figure out, of course, how to... again, I have it for the Switch, as that's the only gaming system besides the PC I have. But if I can ever figure out how to do what I need to get to do screen recording for the Switch, I will hopefully try to do some videos with that video game. Because I know there's like a make your own wrestler mode, whatever it's called again. I haven't played too much with wrestling video games, but there will be a demand in AEW's Fight Forever. But yes, but just want to get that stuff out of the way. But let's talk about Forbidden Door, and I'll get to the live chat in a second. My overall thoughts on Forbidden Door. Yes, this is going to be a little bit of an off review because, again, it's been over a week. But from what I can remember, I enjoyed the show. I didn't think it was quite as good as last year's, but it definitely had the best match of either of the Forbidden Doors by far. And if I'm being 100% honest, that match should have main evented this pay-per-view. Everything else was good, but that was the only, classic. I would say that U.S. title match was the best match of the night. My second favorite match, though, had to have been that Fatal 4-Way, though, with the International Championship. But it was still a great show. I just didn't quite think it had the punch like last year. Last year's had a lot of surprises. This year's, it was had some great matches, but not much really outside of it. It was a lot of, they did the match, moved on to the next. Not many moments like what happened in 2022. But still a great show. I enjoyed it. And we will get started with the review. But first, let me check the live chat. We have Tyler. Congratulations on your wedding. Thank you. Not telling you about Money in the Bank. Thank you. Hashtag Fire Vince and hashtag Stand with Triple H. Finally, that AEW Fight Forever is out for 5 days now. And congrats. And we got TN Couponer. Congrats on getting married, my friend. Not telling you about Money in the Bank. Enjoy the show when you watch it. I hopefully will. I should be watching it tonight. I'm hoping to do that. Let me see here. We have Tyler saying he didn't review the show. Wrestling News 365. What happened in that Sting match? Did they not know what they were doing, or did they brought everything? Because I seen that they botched some stuff. Yeah, there was a couple of botches in that 6-man tag. Are you also talking about the match from this past week on Dynamite? Which, again, I'm not going to go back and review any of the 3 shows from this past week. Raw, AEW, or SmackDown, as I said before. But yeah, there was that spot that Sting did on Dynamite this past week, where he was fighting that tornado tag match with Darby against Jericho and Sammy. I'm sorry, the Les Sex Gods. I was terrified for Sting to do that splash like he did, and of course he missed the second table. But yeah, there were a couple botches in it. Omega versus Ospreay went about 40 minutes. It did. Also, congrats from Wrestling News stuff. Thank you. What did you think of Forbidden Door? I thought it was a good show. Okay, I said I did too. But again, I do have other things I want to get to today, but we are going to get rolling and talk about it. But thank you guys as always for your thoughts in the live chat and for the congratulations as well. Let's get rolling though and talk about the show. So I did not watch the pre-show, or the 0 hour as they call it. But just to quickly give you the results of those 4 matches. The Mogul Embassy defeated Chaos, Rocky Romero, Chuck Taylor, and Trent Beretta, and El Desperado. Athena beat Billy Starks in the Women's Owen Hart Cup Tournament first round. El Phantasmo beat Stu Grayson. And the United Empires, Jeff Cobb, Kyle Fletcher, and TJP, I haven't seen him in years, defeated Los Ingobernables de Japan, Shingo Takagi, Bushi, and Hiromu Takahashi. See, I don't really know most of these guys, but yeah, those all happened. And Los Ingobernables de Japan won the match on those. On the main card, we opened up with the AEW World Championship match, and it was MJF versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Which also, by the way, I forgot to mention also, apparently Adam Cole was supposed to wrestle on this show against another guy I wasn't too familiar with, but he was sick and he was unable to wrestle. And unfortunately, he was back on Wednesday, but then he also got his girlfriend, Britt Baker, sick. So she wasn't there. But anyways, the match was good between these two. It it kind of played role of MJF being a typical heel, doesn't want to face the ace, even though a lot of people are saying that Tanahashi is starting to get old and is starting to show, especially in this match as well. Definitely cannot quite move as good as he used to, but storyline wise, it worked. It was good. It didn't light the world on fire, but it was good. MJF did retain, of course, by some cheating tactics and using the Dynamite Diamond ring in there as well. It was a good start to the show. I don't know next time that we will see the AEW World Title match open the show again. Although, do you think Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman's starting to get a little pissed because that's 2 pay-per-views in a row now where the AEW World Title did not main event the show? We'll see. That could be a storyline. But that was that opening match. The second match was CM Punk taking on Satoshi Kojima in the men's Owen Hart Cup first round match. I did not get to watch or get the DVR the match between Punk and no, they didn't wrestle this week on Rampage. No, it was Joe and Roddy, but the winner of that match was going to face Punk in the next in the semifinals of the Owen Hart Cup tournament. This also I thought was a great match. Toronto, of course, this is the first crowd outside of Chicago I've seen CM Punk wrestling since he came back. But Toronto was treating Punk obviously like very polarized. He was cheered by some, but booed by a majority. But what's great about CM Punk is that Punk does not have to be a full-on face or a full-on heel. This match just showed, it just felt like he was just being him. He was, letting the people who wanted to like him. He was letting the people who wanted to hate him. I love, though, the massive, streak of chops they did on each other. I also like the part where Punk was, doing, the clotheslines in the corner. He went, ugh. Kojima! Ugh. Kojima! Ugh. Kojima! It's a very good back and forth match. Punk, though, does get the victory. Afterwards, though, he does pick up Kojima and shows a sign of respect. So it's they allowed him to love him. I like that. They allow Punk to basically be loved or hated. But they also at the end show, okay, you guys respectfully gave me the reactions that I needed to get. This is just me just showing that, hey, some may love you, some may hate me, but again, I'm still a good person and I show respect. So I thought this was a good match as well. The next match on the card was this AEW International Championship Fatal 4-Way match. It was the International Champion Orange Cassidy versus Daniel Garcia, which, by the way, says, when does Daniel Garcia do this thing in his entrance or in between when he just poses? That just looks, he's like, it just looks like a 5-year-old kid saying, yeah, daddy, I'm strong, I'm a meaty man, I can beat you up. It just felt so forced and so weird when he does that. But also in this match was Zack Sabre Jr., which I forgot what his championship is called. And then the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, Pure Champion, Katsuyori Shibata. Which, again, I definitely, have had my moments of fandom with all 4 of these guys. Again, definitely the one I'm least interested in is Daniel Garcia, but you got Shibata. And this match, what I like about it, again, it was a lot more of a character type match. The counters that they did was involving all 4 men, and it felt like they were giving all 4 of them a rub. We have the spots where Cassidy and Shibata were sitting down and smacking each other and just being playing characters. Zack Sabre Jr. again is awesome. I keep saying this, I did enjoy his match in the Cruiserweight Classic And of course, he had an excellent match against the debuting Claudio Castagnoli last year. And then, of course, I still wish they would have just done Orange Cassidy and Zack Sabre Jr. But again, it was still a really great match. All four of these men had their moments of shine and kind of enhanced their characters, I thought. In the long run, though, the winner was Orange Cassidy. He did retain after he kind of, I think, pushed off Shibata, I think it was. I can't remember what it was, but he snuck the victory in there. Again, they've been showing some signs here and there that Orange Cassidy is getting a little bit desperate trying to retain his title. Obviously, as time goes by, he's feeling more pressured. And, the test is Orange Cassidy going to crack under the pressure as the international champion? I don't know. I don't think so. But we will have to wait and see. But again, it was a great character-type match. And, Orange Cassidy does retain. The next match was Sanada versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry for the IWGP World Championship. This one was okay. I don't know. I don't know Sanada that well. But, we all love Jungle Boy. Well, we did. So him getting kind of a world title opportunity was a big rub for him. Well, he didn't win. And then the thing, though, people want to talk about, though, was after the match. So Jungle Boy had asked Hook to be in his corner. And Hook was indeed. Of course, he didn't really interfere in the match much. But afterwards, they go back and forth between the commentary table and the ramp. They show Jungle Boy and Hook walking up the ramp. It's the top. They're holding each other's arms up high. Bam! Jungle Boy clotheslines Hook and turns heel. He even reacts to the crowd and mocks them for how they do their He's like, ah! And then he even takes Hook's FTW title and tosses it back at him. And he said on Dynamite this week he is coming for that FTW title. And he's going to make it more meaningful than ever and whatnot. So obviously, again, Jungle Boy had been teasing that heel turn for a bit. And again, it's Jungle Boy has done everything right now as a babyface. I mean, again, he won the tag titles. He's had multiple world title matches. He's had multiple coronation moments as a babyface. Again, it's time to help his character evolve a little more. Be a heel. Again, he's had how many chances, and it's again, why would someone who has done everything just stay in the same spot when they get to the top? So him doing this heel turn will be interesting. I can definitely see a good possibility that he could be the one to dethrone Hook and get of the FTW title and give Hook his first loss. I think that is very, very possible. But I gotta look forward to seeing what he does. Again, the match itself probably get one of my least favorite matches of the card, but it was still good. It was still okay. But again, the heel turn was a more talked about thing. I'll give them that. All right. Then we have this 10-man tag match. It was between the Blackpool Combat Club's Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, and Konosuke Takeshita. And they took on the Elites, Hangman Adam Page, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I missed Shota Umino from the Blackpool Combat Club. But anyways, the Young Bucks, Eddie Kingston, and Eddie Kingston's personal favorite wrestler, Tomohiro Ishii, wrestled in this match. Again, another great match. I thought, of course, what stood out the most for sure were the interactions with Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Now, the thing again is, we've seen these guys fight. We've seen them team. And I feel like the story that they're teasing right now is they're teasing for a possible match maybe in a couple months at All In or next month at All In. And the match is, in fact, I'm thinking of between Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. Again, we've got it before already. There's a whole new story there this time. And I do like that, of course, that was like a focal point in this match. But the rest of it, again, fast, awesome, high-flying match. Good storytelling. Of course, this leading eventually to a blood and guts match between some of these guys as well. And the Elite won when Tomohiro Ishii pinned Wheeler Yuta. So again, we will see where that goes, of course, as well. Following that, we had the AEW Women's World Championship between Toni Storm and Willow Nightingale as well. Another good match. I believe Toni Storm won this match whenever she, I think she had used a weapon, or she used like a cheap tactic when the referee was not looking, and she retained the AEW Women's World title over Willow Nightingale. I'm pretty sure, of course, this women's Owen Hart Cup tournament is the setup for Sky Blue to win and get the opportunity, because she's the one I feel like has gained the most momentum right now. She's like one of the best upcoming stars for sure that they have. But yeah, another good match. Tony retains. And then, of course, the match of the night. The match of the show. Well, first off, the match, as you can see, which again should have been the main event of this show, in my opinion. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Now, I did not see their first match at Wrestle Kingdom this year. But again, I keep saying it, especially with the feud he had and the match he had with Orange Cassidy last year, Will Ospreay is one of the biggest names that I wish I could watch. That's not within my vicinity of wrestling that I do watch. But he is awesome. And to hear that him and Kenny put on a 5-star classic, and they're doing it again here at Forbidden Door, I'm like, okay, could this be good? Because some of the people who have done like very like classic type matches, but then they do it again, they can't like quite hit that level again. But this match, oh my god. We had some very crazy ass near falls. We had both men get cut open. So bad to the point that one time Will Ospreay actually started licking the blood off of his own arm, which was freaky as hell. Kenny was busted open fighting back. Will Ospreay even tried to beat Kenny with a one-winged angel, and Kenny kicked out at 1 for the one-winged angel. It was a crazy match. It was a long match. They gave them a lot of time, first off. A lot of time. I need a drink. And, again, they were just telling this crazy story. Like, the two of them were, like, beating the shit out of them. And they were doing all these crazy stuff. There was also a part in the match where Will Ospreay got a hold of a Canadian flag. He takes it and rubs it between his crotch. I forgot what it was a reference to. And he just disrespected the flag. But Kenny Omega tried using the flag to his advantage. But of course it didn't work out again, as Will Ospreay eventually would win and win back the IWGP United States Championship. But this match was so good that, again, nothing could have topped this. Like the two matches they did after this, like no, they didn't even come close. The crowd was definitely tired by then. Like I think this show, the pacing was a tad bit off, maybe. So you definitely felt the crowd. You didn't feel like it was going by quick or whatnot. But this match again was just spectacular. Again, probably an early match of the year candidate for me, for sure. All right, match number 8. I'm starting to feel it, guys, so I'm going to keep moving here. Match number 8 is the Trios Tag match with the Jericho Appreciation Society's Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara and 18 doubles with Minoru Suzuki take on Sting, Darby Allin, and Tetsuya Naito, which is the first time I've seen Naito wrestle. Again, another good match. There were a couple botched spots though in the match that happened that, again, it's just making me worried. Like, Sting, like, I appreciate you entertaining me, but, like, you are going a little too much out on yourself there, buddy. But, yeah, there were several botched in the match, but the match still, it was salvageable, I would say. As, again, it looked like Sting, Darby Allin, and Tetsuya Naito get the victory. And then the main event was Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada. This match did suffer a little, one, because of the length, and two, because of also Bryan was working this match hurt. And afterwards, when he got tests done, he has a broken arm. So he's probably going to be out for about a good 10 to 12 weeks. I do feel, though, it did impact this match a little bit. I was expecting maybe a little bit more from this, but again, with the injuries, could have limited him, but it is what it is. Hey guys, that's going to do it. That is my review of AEW's Forbidden Door. I'll give it a B+. Like I said, it was a great show, but again, it just didn't quite have that last punch in there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, check the live chat before I go off the air. Nothing really new. I'm going to get that out here, guys. Hopefully I'll be up here live soon again, either tonight or maybe tomorrow, who knows, or if not Wednesday, because I'm still off work before I go back after I return after my wedding. But yeah, just leave you guys thoughts down in the comment section below. Give it a B+. Was the Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega match, of course, your match tonight. Make sure you guys leave thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. And follow me on Twitter at the Club of the Man 93. And also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at the Club of the Man 1993. And guys, I am going to check out. Take a breather. I'll catch you guys all later. Have a great rest of your night. And don't forget, in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. And for I am the man himself.